From patients who treated Dr. Now's diet plan like a joke to tantrums, fast food runs, and every excuse in the book. These are the My 600-Pound Life stories no viewer will ever forget. Beginning with Sean, the heaviest person ever featured on the show, weighing over 900 pounds. At just 26 years old, he was completely immobile, trapped in a body that had become his prison.
Looks like you're 919 pounds. You may be the heaviest person alive right now. This is not...
His mother did everything for him, cooking, feeding, cleaning him, even changing his bedpan. But what made it worse? Sean didn't want to change. He claimed he wanted to live, but every action said otherwise.
I was craving a burger, and I think I had to be able to enjoy food just a little.
Even after being admitted into the hospital and placed on a strict medical diet, he gained weight, not lost, gained. The doctors were baffled, the nurses were frustrated, and even Dr. Now was exhausted.
You and your mom has not made a single positive change as far as I can tell. So I'm admitting you to the hospital.
Despite the second, third, and fourth chances he was given, Sean continually sabotaged his progress.
This is going to be your last chance. Do this or that's it.
He cried about wanting a better life, but kept asking for fast food, refusing to exercise, and manipulating his mother into sneaking him snacks. His dependency wasn't just physical, it was emotional, deeply rooted in trauma and denial.
All right, the scale said over the limit, so this scale goes only to 800 pounds.
Dr. Now tried everything: tough love, therapy, nutritionists, even confronting Sean's mother about her enabling behavior.
His condition is far worse than 2 months ago. This is not acceptable.
What should he be eating?
But it was like trying to push a boulder uphill.
Sean is near death right now, so something has to be done.
Eventually, the emotional toll on his mother became unbearable. She aged visibly throughout the episode, constantly torn between wanting to save her son and knowing she was slowly losing him. Sean's story didn't end with a dramatic transformation. It ended in tragedy. He passed away alone in a hospital bed, still weighing over 900 pounds. His episode remains one of the most haunting in the show's history, not just because of how much he weighed, but because of how heavy his pain truly was. If you thought Sean's ending was heartbreaking, wait until you meet the patient who refused to even try. Meet Penny from Season 2. From the moment she appeared on screen, it was clear. Penny didn't want help. She wanted to appear like she was helping herself, but every move she made screamed the opposite.
I didn't just do what it's supposed to do, what I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Where's my yellow brick road? Why didn't I get it? Because I'm working hard, Dr. Now's.
She'd sit in her hospital bed, wrapped in sheets, insisting she was following Dr. Now's strict diet plan while secretly ordering takeout behind the staff's back.
Sandwich?
Crispy or grilled?
Crispy or grilled?
Crispy.
Grilled?
Crispy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Make that crispy.
Her husband enabled her every step of the way, driving her to appointments, feeding her, even sneaking in food when no one was looking. And Penny? She acted like she was the victim, claimed no one understood her pain, that the world was against her.
A little bit of lunch. We all needed it so bad.
But the truth was, she'd built her own prison brick by brick with denial, manipulation, and food.
How many people like you I signed their death certificate?
There has been change.
You just trying to convince yourself, okay?
When Dr. Now confronted with cold, undeniable facts that she wasn't losing weight and in fact might be gaining, she cried, argued, and claimed she was doing everything right, that the scale was wrong, that the system was failing her.
It's your life and your decision.
Dr. Now didn't sugarcoat it and said what others were too afraid to say.
Hey, the truth is in this scale. Okay?
I know.
Okay.
I don't have it in me to go any further. I need to go home.
But instead of taking that hard truth and changing, Penny did what she always did. She ran, disappeared from the program, leaving her story unfinished, her progress undone, and her life stuck in limbo. Penny wasn't just one of the most frustrating patients. She became the cautionary tale of what happens when denial wins. If Penny's story tested your patience, Stephen's will make your blood boil, as Stephen Asante weighs nearly 800 pounds, featured in Season 5.
There'll be a whole nother story in the news worldwide, because I'm not going to be stuck here.
See,
His toxic behavior didn't stop outside the hospital walls. He manipulated his family, especially his father, using guilt and threats to get what he wanted. His brother Justin, who also struggled with obesity, became collateral damage in Steven's emotional warfare.
Your highest weight, huh?
Yes.
Okay, that's good, but if you stay in Texas...
While Justin genuinely tried to follow the program, Steven constantly sabotaged him. He mocked his brother's progress, turned every group therapy session into a performance, and refused to take responsibility for anything.
I don't want to be in the same car, same room with him. You know why? Because he beat the out of me every single day for 18 years.
At one point, Steven even stole Justin's prescribed pain medication. That moment alone cemented his place as one of the most controversial figures in reality TV history.
But after Steven left, I noticed my painkillers they sent me home were gone. And he didn't care about what it would do to me.
Fans were divided. Here are what they have to say about him. Steven is a sociopath, like it's just nuts what kind of person he is. Watching the full episode, it just made me sick that he isn't acting, but is one. If I were Justin, I would just shut Steven out of my life completely.
Out of a car, you slam my hand to the door, you punch me every single day, you grab me. That's why I can't stand being in the same room as you.
Every single day.
While some saw him as a lost soul in need of serious psychiatric help, and others just saw a manipulator in a mobility scooter. But what made Steven's story so disturbing wasn't just his behavior, it was how, despite everything, people around him kept enabling him, afraid of his mood swings, guilt-tripped by his fake tears, worn down by years of emotional abuse.
That's why everything I put you through in the past.
Even Dr. Now, who's seen it all, looked visibly shaken during Steven's sessions.
Flynn is the most dysfunctional patient I ever seen in my life.
You could see it in his face, the exhaustion, the disbelief.
Cry, and he'll beg, but the reality is he doesn't care about changing.
He gave Steven multiple chances, therapy, rehab, even temporary housing, but nothing worked. Steven was his own worst enemy, and he refused to surrender that title. He was a cautionary tale of what happens when narcissism, addiction, and enablers collide in the public eye. Then there was Lee from season 6, the man who turned finger-pointing into an art form. From the moment he appeared on screen, Lee made it painfully clear that accountability was not on his menu. Despite weighing over 700 pounds and relying on his girlfriend Rena for everything, Lee still found a way to make her the villain. One moment that had viewers clutching their remotes in disbelief, Lee berates Rena in a fit of rage because she didn't support him enough.
Put me down. Tell me I'm low.
I tell you that?
Yeah.
Well, you tell me on a daily basis.
He sat there, furious that he wasn't losing weight fast enough, while literally demanding more food. At one point, he accused her of sabotaging his progress, as if she were force-feeding him cheeseburgers in his sleep.
And you don't want to do it. And you're running from it and self-destructing.
Dr. Now, true to form, didn't hold back. In a brutally honest scene, the doctor looked him dead in the eye and said,
That's the hard part, and you don't want to do it. And you're running from it and self-destructing.
A fan said, "Love Dr. Now. He keeps it real and no bullshit." That moment hit like a slap across the face, not just for Lee, but for every enabler watching at home.
Saying that you need to follow, and you're not following. You play your cards right until you got the surgery. And now you're playing this kind of game, and you think that's okay?
And still, Lee huffed and puffed his way out of the clinic like the world owed him something. His toxic attitude not only jeopardized his own health, but nearly derailed Rena's progress too, as she had started losing weight and making progress.
9 pounds is dead. But Renee has lost almost 50 pounds at the same time. And she hasn't even had her bypass yet.
But being chained to Lee's emotional roller coaster, that nearly crushed her spirit. Eventually, fans rallied around Rena, urging her to leave him. Lee is such a horrible, ignorant person. Rena should get away from him as soon as possible. I would never stay with a violent man. He's a creep. Lee definitely dragged Rena down. He liked being waited on by her and abusing her. He liked that she just sat there and took it. I really hope Rena found someone who prioritizes her. And honestly, it was hard not to root for her escape, because Lee wasn't just overweight. He was emotionally draining, verbally abusive, and stubborn to the point of self-destruction.
Not physical with you.
No, you drive me there.
There is nothing to drive a person to physical abuse.
His story was a harsh reminder that weight isn't the only thing that needs shedding. Sometimes it's the people around you, Finally, the queen of excuses, Jean Covey from season 7. If there was ever a patient who seemed destined to fail from the start, it was Jean. By the time my 600lb life arrived, she was bedridden, surrounded by clutter, and completely dependent on her elderly mother for everything from cooking her meals to cleaning up after her, even the most humiliating personal care. Her father was never part of her life. Instead, she grew up under the care of her grandmother, a woman Jeannie describes as abusive, both emotionally and verbally.
Started with my grandmother because she was so mean and hateful, and I didn't have a way to get back at her except for stealing her sodas.
Which made food became her escape. Every bite was a way to numb the pain, to quiet the memories, to feel something that didn't hurt. But over time, that escape became her prison, trapping her in a body she could barely move and a life she felt powerless to change. Dr. Now would give her a diet plan, and she'd insist she was following it while still requesting fast food.
Calorie, there's no way eating 2,000 calories. There's no way eating 4,000 calories. That math doesn't add up.
She claimed she was trying her best, but repeatedly canceled weigh-ins and appointments. Eventually, her lack of progress, combined with constant excuses, made it clear Jean wasn't ready to change, and she faded from the show without a dramatic transformation, only a trail of frustrated viewers. How does she expect to lose weight by never eating a single vegetable? You can't eat loads of fat. In the world of My 600-Pound Life, the transformations are inspiring, but the disasters? They're unforgettable. From tantrums in hospital beds to drive-through runs during doctor-ordered diets, these patients prove that not every journey ends in triumph, but some will forever be reality TV gold.